Martin Lewis reacted after Newsnight's diplomatic editor Mark Urban announced he would leave the BBC amid cuts to the current affairs programme, saying he didn't even apply for another job at the broadcaster. Mark has spent more than 3 decades at Broadcasting House and has been in his role since 1995. The journalist has since shared its time for a change following the BBC's decision to cut more than half of the show's 60 staff and reduce the programme to 30 minutes to save £7.5 million. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, Martin retweeted the diplomatic editor's farewell message before he shared one of his own. He wrote, "Totally understandable and timely call by BBC to downgrade Newsnight at the moment, especially on the type of geopolitical expertise someone like Mark Urban has. After all, there's very little global news or conflict happening these days." The financial journalist's 2.8 million followers reacted as one wrote, "Yes. It's the kind of decision that does wonders for our democracy." Another quipped, "Uneventful world, isn't it?" A third shared, "So naughty Martin." But I think it effectively makes the point. Sometimes a little sarcasm goes a long way. Martin, literally that is the definition of irony. BBC sadly can't see the wood for the trees and wasting money, license fee on rubbish programs, a fourth added. Another argued, "It's the only program I pay the license fee for. Great shame it's downgraded." BBC Newsnight is reportedly being revamped and will show more live debates in a question time style overhaul as the current affairs programme attempts to gain more viewers. Jonathan Aspinwall, who has worked at the corporation for 27 years and currently runs BBC News podcasts, was previously announced as the show's new editor. Viewers have nearly halved to 300,000 since 2020. Jeremy Paxman's final show in 2014 even attracted 1 million, although this was double the average at the time. The BBC said Jonathan will lead Newsnight as it evolves into a debate, discussion and an interview-based programme. Addressing his departure after 35 years, Mark tweeted, "Personal news. I'll be leaving the BBC at the end of May. Newsnight in its current format will end then, so most posts will go. I decided not to apply for other BBC jobs. Working there for 35 years has been life-defining, an eyewitness to history collaborating with such brilliant colleagues. But it's time for a change. Sick." In a follow-up message, he wrote, "Good Lord, I'm bowled over by the replies to this. You've brought a tear to the eye of this old bruiser. Forgive me if I don't reply to you individually." Last year, the longest-serving presenter of the show Kirsty Walk said she would be departing. The 69-year-old presenter, who will continue to present BBC shows including The Reunion and Start the Week on Radio 4, is set to step down after the general election. The Scottish-born broadcaster has spent more than 30 years at Newsnight, having started in 1993.